Namaste, brothers and sisters. This is Jen. Is anybody there? Is anybody there? So, what one? We're having a live reading, family. Okay, who have we got? Hi, Graham. I've never met Graham before. Lindsay Vandita, Olivia Moyes. Whoop, whoop. Okay, cool. Let's get this party started. Selena, hi. So I'm just going to give everyone a minute. We've got to give everyone a minute to join. Ruth, hi. Okay, yeah, I'm going to share it. Okay, so I'm going to share this now in my groups. Jack Long, just at the right time for a dose of Jen. Tramper, so beloveds, let's share this video, particularly in groups, like the old twin soul groups that, you know, loads of us are in. So any of my beloveds in the groups, Rebecca Cavan. Okay, Sulia, darling, could you just like post it in Twin Flame Eternal? And I can't get this video out there because we're gonna bring through a message for all of us. Hi, Alexandra. Hi, Susan. Hi. Yeah, we're gonna bring through a big message, brothers and sisters, because like, what is going on with the energies? What's going on? Oh my God, holy moly! So we're gonna do the twin soul reading thing, but we're also going to be like really looking into, hi Menti darling, we're going to be looking into like the current energetics, like what is actually going on right now with the energies, because there's like big shifts happening since the eclipse and the Valentine's Day portal, and like I myself have been like plunged into a deep purging gateway, which I have not been in for about 4 or 5 years. I haven't been in a deep purging gateway to the extent which I was put last week. Like the level of clearing that is going on now, I mean, I was shocked. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to spend some time talking about that, brothers and sisters. Hi, Adam George. Rebecca Willis. Oh, it's a reunion. We're having a reunion. This is Rebecca Willis, I went to school with. She was my best friend in secondary school. Namaste, sister. And Adam George, well, I've known him since 1999. So, anyone else? Who else is there? Alexandra. Hi, Alexandra. No, it's really cool. I'm glad everyone's watching. Charlotte. Hi. Yeah, so, like, everyone's been feeling it, haven't we? Like, everyone. Hi, Rebecca. Bex. We've all been feeling it. So, that's the thing. We're going to do these, like, readings, and we're just going to give everyone a minute. Hi, Nidge. Hi, Dustin. See, it's a soul family reunion going on. So, hi, Nidge. You can listen to the reading, hon. I mean, the thing is, if you're all busy, you can always just, like, you know, watch it a bit later. Suda. Hi, Suda. Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, Suya Suda. Hi, Sidoni. Hi, Jennifer. Hi. Flipping hell, man. Loads of people are joining. Okay, we've got to get it out there. Let's spread the word. Family of light. Let's spread it in twin soul groups. Right. Zalia, Rishi. So is anyone from my groups watching this? Hazel Hearts. If there's anyone, please can you support me in sharing this to the old groups? You know, galactic. Top of the early evening. Top of the early evening. Like, post this in, like, light worker feeds, you know, Galactic Federation of Light, you know, let's get it out there, man, come on. Right, who's this? Got to do a few essential ones. So, thank you, Christopher, thank you. Okay, brothers and sisters, so, yeah, I'm gonna really rely on you guys to get this message out there, and yeah, so how long have we haven't been that long into it, have we? So I just want to say namaste, so many blessings to all of you, and what an amazing opportunity. Like, we have this technology, even though it's like overtaking everyone's lives, but somehow there is this gift that we can be together. And even though I'm in the amazing Glastonbury, and it is amazing, and it was snowing earlier, and you know, but somehow from this place I can reach out like to all of you. Isn't it beautiful? And so yeah, really boom shakalaka. Love, love, love to you. Yeah, so anyway, it's so beautiful. Namaste, Shambhava. It's yeah, it's so beautiful for us all to gather in this way. And it's what is amazing is that I do my live videos a lot, because I do them with the transmissions. And I've got the, you know, the 3-3s coming up on Saturday, and really looking forward to as many of you as possible jumping on that, because this is like absolutely like amazing for your evolution. Fast track your evolution, get support to clear your ascension symptoms, fast track your reunion with your true love, actual true love, known under many names. And yeah, so that's what the transmissions are all about. So please come and join. That's on the 3-3 on Saturday, and at 3:33 p.m. obviously. Yeah, it's really cool, and I'm really inviting you all to come and join. And yeah, so here we are. We're all gathered in this sacred moment to like connect with the energies and go, what's going on? Like, does anyone know what's going on? Did we just go through a portal? Did we just go through about like 5,000 million red dragon portals? Is that what just happened? What is actually going on with the current energetics? So, we're not only going to be focusing on the old twin soul, divine masculine and feminine, we're going to be doing a reading about what's going on with the energies. Like, because it is needed, is it? Isn't it? Right. So, it's... Okay, right. I wish I'd like to know what is going on. Hey, Jen. Right, I'm going to pull a card. So I've got the first card, brothers and sisters. So, we're going to open up this space now. So, 3 cards have just popped out, and this is just a reading. This isn't the divine masculine and feminine reading. This is a reading now that's going to give us some clarity about the current energetics. So all of you, just like really, it's so amazing. It's such an amazing gift that we have this technology to be able to gather in this way. And so I invite you to just really just take a moment to just feel the chair or the bed that's supporting you. And just really just drop into your body. Just drop into your heart. Just allow your heart to soften, to be open, to receive this message that is for all of us on this call. And all the people that are going to watch it, like many people are going to watch it. So the first card that we've pulled with regards to what is going on with the current energetics is the Page of Pentacles. Well, who'd have thought it? Oops. The Page of Pentacles, brothers and sisters. Quiet mode turned on. I don't know what that means. Whew. So, what is this saying? The Page of Pentacles with regards to... So, it's pointing to the fact that we're learning something. We're not quite there. We haven't quite mastered it. We're at the level of page. You know, we're not quite at the king level, we're at the level of page. So there's something about an important lesson that's coming up for all of us at this time. And it's got something to do with how we coexist on the 3rd dimension, because it is a disc, it is pointing to the physical realm. So there is something that is like inquiring about, you know, how are we integrating these higher frequencies into our 3D reality? And basically, the fact of the matter is that all of us are part of this mad, crazy holographic illusion. And a lot of the illusion has kept us sort of like out of alignment with our actual destiny. And so the universe requires periods of like basically extreme kicking up the backside in order to assist you and kind of like force you to make changes in your life with certain relationships, certain work situations, certain health situations that are not in alignment with your sort of like highest destiny. So, and a lot of us, like, that's part of the 3D, we're quite lazy, we get so stuck in our patterns, and you know, so sometimes we need a kick up the booty. Like, do you know what I mean? And even though all of that, like, you know, did I really need a massive kick up the booty? One could argue yes, one could argue no, but it doesn't really matter. It's just ruthless, isn't it? There's just, and even for those of us that are like quite like deep into our ascension, it's like those hidden and subtle limiting beliefs, because that's what all this is about. All this period has been about, is those, like, the breakdown of all our limited beliefs and our limited programming and all the BS that like society has thrown on us. Do you know what I mean? And so obviously there has to be a purification, and there has to be a you know, has to be a transformation, and there has to be a transmutation, and it has to be, like, you know, because the universe, your higher self, can't tolerate these sort of like patterns that are not in alignment with your higher self. So that's what this is all about, isn't it? That's like, okay guys, right, so, you know, what is working, what isn't working, and what changes actually do you need to make in this period? And I think for all of us, you know, we're basically just going to have to meditate on that, because this card is pointing to the sort of like we haven't necessarily mastered it. Like, we're not like all living in fifth dimensional paradise on the sort of 3D plane. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we're in 5D in our own consciousness, and we've remembered that I am fifth dimensional consciousness. It's me choosing, quite simply choosing, to adjust my dial, you know, my own frequency dial to that frequency band that makes me be one who truly can know and truly can claim that I am in fifth dimensional consciousness, you know, and that is ultimately what it's all about. And we have that realization on an individual level, like, you know, the awakening of the one, the awakening of the divine self, the awakening of the divine Christ self that is equal, that is in every single one of us. Every single one of us. Like I'm not any more Christ than you. The homeless man isn't any more Christed than your mum. Like, we're all one. We're all one. We're all equal. There's no favourites. Mother, Father, God doesn't have any favourites. You know, like, we're all one, we're all part of this, drops of the same ocean. There's not like a bit of the ocean, and like better than that bit of the ocean. Like, in the ocean's purest sense, obviously, like, in our reality, man's consciousness has like polluted the ocean, but that's a different story. Like, in the actual, like, pristine sort of nature of the ocean, like, all that remains, like, is absolutely pure, and that is who we are. And so these gateways are like, come on guys, wake up, and all that. So that which is not in alignment with your highest destiny, like, there's going to have to be transformations. And the thing is, really, those transformations, like, take place within your own consciousness and within, like, your own belief structure and what you are choosing and what you are, you know. And that is where you experience your upgrade, is the fact that, like, nothing's really changed on your physical 3D reality. You're just choosing, like, to look at it in a, you know, in a higher way, or in a more positive way, or, you know, or a more detached way. That's ultimately your choice, isn't it? So these gateways are about wake up, everyone. You will wake up. You shall, and you will. If it's the last thing that happens. Right. Okay, so we'll pull another clarifying card. Guys, have we, like, you know, as people in our groups, can we share that in, like, a few of the other groups as well? That'd be really great. Gracias. Right, what's this? Okay, no, we're actually going to pull John Tarot. Oh, Johnny boy. John Holland Tarot, Psychic Tarot. It's going to pull one clarifying card for this one. And that one is heartache and loss. Oh my God, has not it been about heartache and loss? Holy Jesus. The last bit, heartache and loss, that is exactly what's been stirred up. Thank you so much for that clarifying card. Bless this deck. You know, that is exactly what's been coming up for all of us. Like going to the dregs of human disappointment. Haven't we? I have. Like the dregs. Like we're talking about the dregs. You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. Do you know what I've been doing? At times like this, and I believe this is a very top tip, times like this, when I'm having like a massive upgrade experience, like or a purification gateway, I always remember. No, things always transform when I remember to take a Bach flower remedy. Like I take. Oh bless. Oh, Christopher's crying from that card. Oh, guys, I know. Let it out, man. Let it out. Yes, this has been an intense time. And okay, thank you, Brother Christopher, for sharing. So I just want to say that, yeah, let's just take a moment to honour what we've all just been coming through. Like having to go to that place of like the deepest sorrow of like, oh my God, of every life that we've ever lived. Do you know what I mean? Right, oh my Lord, how deep does it go? How deep does it go? So yeah, that is to do with the current energies, isn't it, brothers and sisters? So it's good that we need to talk about that. And I guess like for the way that I would, like the message that really, really wants to come through is that it's really, really important that you remember that you are the divine parent and you are the divine child. And your divine child is like had a slightly catastrophic experience on the third dimension. like it's all just gone wrong, apart from a few things, like a good, maybe, hopefully, like maybe good parents or something, like something's been all right, but it's been basically like a catastrophic experience of incarnation on the third dimension. Like, you know, it's been a nightmare for the 3D, like, you know, the part of us that's been identified as being this 3D, you know, being. And that's what all this is about. This is about us, you know, breaking down and getting to those places of separation, of where we felt so deeply traumatized by our abandonment with God. That's basically it. Traumatized by our abandonment with God, until we realise and we remember that, you know, and that is the thing that always assists me to like spiral up on this ascension, you know, like journey, and it's every time it's the alchemical process of the realisation that, you know, that the divine parent, the mother and the father, live within me, and I have to show up to my inner child who's really been freaked out to the max, basically, of life on earth, you know. And my job is to soothe her. My job is to hold space for her. My job is to allow her to be in her release or her pain or whatever it is. Just hold space for her, and be that, you know, be that comfort. And communicate with my little girl. Like, I know she is real. Like, she's real. She's the most realest part of me. She's my little girl. She's the realest part of me. She's not rational. And she's pissed off. She's pissed off, if, you know, in a way. This is not, it's not, no one's awake. It's all like, what's going on? You know, for our inner child, all of us, we're angels. We're from paradise. We all know we're from paradise. We're from heaven. We're from, like, whatever you want to call it, like paradise, the oneness, bliss. Like, we have all, you know, jumped forth from that to this realm where everyone's forgotten there's been this whole massive agenda to support everyone, like, you know, being in the fact that they've forgotten. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. What a nightmare for our, you know, our inner child. So we all have to, like, step up now with this relationship with our inner child, brothers and sisters. So my brother Christopher, you know, you shared very beautifully that you were crying, and so what I would say to you is to really, really find that mother, that divine mother and that divine father within you, and speak to yourself, speak to your little boy in that voice, because that is the voice that your inner child needs. is the voice of the inner parent that's going to comfort him and soothe him. And that child, you know, this is this whole trick of like we're all looking outside ourselves for God, you know, and it's like God is within. God is within. God is how we show up, really, basically to our own inner child. That's where you meet God. And it's so beautiful. So imagine, like, you know, your beautiful little boy or your beautiful little girl. How, you know, how cute kids are. You will just love them. So just give yourself that. So we're not just like talking about like, you know, moaning. We're saying like this is solutions, brothers and sisters. How are you feeling about that? Hello, anything for me? There's going to be no personal messages for people. This is for the collective. This is for everyone going to be watching on YouTube and all that. Yes, but also, oh my golly, Christopher, I'm so sorry. Oh, blessings to you, brother. Your parents are within you. Your parents are within you. And turn towards your little boy. All is well, brothers and sisters. Okay, so we're going to pull one more card for the collective energies, and that's the King of Swords. And so this basically is saying to us, like, the only way, like literally the only way we can really navigate this current third dimensional matrix, holographic matrix frequency, because we're in it, we're all in it, we've all got to, like, you know, we're coexisting as multidimensional beings in this sort of like collective amnesia, like which is on the verge of en masse transformation, by the way. And I speak about that and share about that in a lot of my work. How my guides showed me about a particular event that is like, you know, we all know about this event. Apparently, we all know about it. They were like, everyone knows, you know. And I was like, yeah, actually, yeah, I do know about that event. But they didn't tell me what it is, and they didn't tell me what it was. So like that is going on, and there is like a massive collective evolution going on, and there are going to be key trigger sort of like moments within that, as well as there being a continual, once you're in fifth dimensional consciousness, then basically like you know, you're there, you've jumped, you're there, and it's like you're just waiting for everyone else to join the party. Because it is a party, it is an eternal party, but it's a party of service. It's a service party. That's it. That is 5D. Like, it's just like there's nothing but service. Nothing. But in that there's laughter, there's joy, there's everything. We know who we are. We are absolute servants of all of our brothers and sisters. Like, just because like I happen to have remembered, like this is all of our truth. This is all of our truth, and we all know that. So that's really good, isn't it, brothers and sisters? Okay, I'm quite excited. We're gonna go into the reading now for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, and find out what's going on with the whole Twin Soul Collective. And so just to bring that all together, I just want to say that, you know, that this reading doesn't claim it can possibly bring all of the answers and solutions to what the frick's going on in this gateway, but it can definitely, hopefully, activate a few codes and, like, you know, something within you that is the all-seer and all-knower and all-rememberer. Oh, what can you ask for? What more can you ask for? Okay, brothers and sisters, now I invite you to please just focus your intention on these cards that I'm shuffling, and because we're going to be giving a reading now for the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine Collective. And with regards to the genuine bona fide twin soul divine unions that are destined to manifest on the 3D physical earthly dimension in this lifetime, in this pure and absolute ascension gateway transition. And this is a message for this particular group that has signed up for this service to assist in the full actualization of the fifth dimensional paradise template, which is Earth's original setting from the point of creation, is the paradise template. And we are the anchorers of the fifth dimensional template, Gaia's true original template. Innit? Ooh, we got the best card in the house, brothers and sisters. What does that mean? Extreme happiness, marital bliss, success, abundance, true love, dreams coming true, happily ever after. So very highly auspicious that we speak about Gaia's original template, matrix, pattern. What does that mean to you? Considering I've just shared like the interpretation of that card, what does that mean to you personally? The top supreme card, one could argue, in the whole pack. Just take a moment to ask, what does that mean to me? Because that card is going to be overriding and overseeing this whole entire reading. And it's going to be guarded over by Mother Mary. There's Mother Mary. See? She's guarding over that card as we now go into the reading of the Divine Masculine and Feminine. So, please may I ask you again just to... I'm going to pull two cards, one for the Divine Feminine, one for the Divine Masculine. And we'll definitely going to pull clarifying cards for both of these. So, ooh, the Divine Feminine, Page of Pentacles. This card just came out, isn't it? Okay, very, very interesting. Divine Masculine. Oh, what's this one? Oh my God. Oh, it's not looking good for the Divine Masculine. Wagwan. Okay, so we'll read the card for the first of all, we'll do the Divine Feminine. So that is the Page of Pentacles. And this is the energy that we spoke about earlier, which is about the energy of like apprenticeship, of learning something. Like, you know, it's not like you haven't necessarily attained mastery in what's going on. And I think actually, basically, what this is referring to for the Divine Feminine is, what is it? There's something that is... It's definitely about this alignment. It's finding within us, like digging so deep to find those beliefs and those programs that were inherited by our family and society, that we have held on to, that are not in alignment with the actual fifth dimensional truth of your true angelic nature, you know. So all those like mad limiting beliefs, these gateways where we get booted up the bum, is like you need to do some self-inquiry. We need to do some self-inquiry, and no matter how far along on the path we are, we go deeper and deeper, and there's even deeper levels of this programming and conditioning. And so this is what has been going on for all of us, you know, the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. You know, we're having to like face these, you know, these untrue beliefs. So we need to just, maybe it's time for us all to just, after this, get a piece of paper and write out all, like, you know, any limiting beliefs that have been going on for you recently, and see, like, it's time for us to really, really face that, because it's the only way that we can evolve and, you know. And a lot of us, it's around heartbreak. Like, we have these beliefs that, like, because incarnating into a third dimensional planet where 99.999% of the population is in absolute, complete and utter amnesia, has been pretty horrific for most of our inner children. Like, you know, obviously there have been moments of wonderfulness, like, we can't deny that, but just on the collective level, to be, like, as such high vibrational angelic beings, to be born into such an asleep realm has been very, very brutal for our you know, our true selves. And so, like, and through our vulnerability and sensitivity, we allowed ourselves to receive those dark, false, untrue programs, you know. And so this gateway is about facing them, and this is the shadow work, and it's all beautiful. Shadow work is beautiful. It's just places in you where you've, you know, in your vulnerability, you know, in a lot of cases, but that's where you've taken on, you know, these beliefs, or you've held these beliefs. So we're being really given this opportunity to clean out these limiting beliefs, because it's all bullshit. Basically, if it's not in the present moment, all that exists is the present moment. There's nothing else other than the present moment. It's just an interpretation. It's a perception. And it, you know, you could call it an illusion, you could call it a creation, but all that is real, all that has any, you know, when all is said and done, like, all it comes down to, like, literally is the present moment, you know. And that is it, the great, like, whatever it's called, Operatus Mundi. It's the Ark and the Covenant, the Emerald Tablets, like, that's what they all say. It's like the present moment. I'm sorry, it's not that freaking exciting, but it is. But it's like, oh, the present moment, it's got to be like a few hoops and a few, but it's like, no, everything. If it's not the present moment, it's a perception. It's a perception, you know. So, like, all these beliefs, like, all that you need to focus on, all that I need to focus on is, like, being aware of the present moment and having a practice that enables me to, you know, like, be aware or be in the present moment, because that is it. Like, you're not going to get any more enlightenment than that. And but the thing is, once you make that choice and you start resting and prioritizing that over all of the thoughts, all of the emotions, all of the sensations, all the external phenomena, once you prioritize committing to that, like, it's very, very fast for you to, you know, come into alignment with your high self frequencies. Boom! Ascension on. So this is what this, you know, this is definitely talking about. Really needing to be stepping up now with our discipline and our spiritual practice around discernment, around illusion, around perception, because all that is real is the present moment. And then, but from that moment of being, from that, you know, you being anchored in the present moment, you are a creator. What is it that you are creating? And then you're using your powers of knowing, using your powers of visualization to be a creative, God awakened being, because that's what we are. We're basically all God. We're all fragments of God. We're all chips off exactly the same block. No chip is any better than any other chip. It's just not possible. So, are we getting the picture? It is the Page of Pentacles. Oh yeah, this is the Page of Pentacles. That is the Page of Pentacles. And it is that message. It's exactly the same message. For the it's like they're almost like identical, the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, that's what it is. It's exactly the same vibration of, like, basically marriage, twin soul marriage, happily ever after. Like, you're done. You've done it on the earth plane. You've done it on the emotional plane. You're done. So yeah, that is the energy that's overriding the reading. And so for the divine masculine, oh no, we're going to pull a clarifying card for the Page of Pentacles. So it's really about us clearing out our limited beliefs, because the energies of this gateway are not really basically going to support us, and that's why a lot of us are getting these physical symptoms, because the physical symptoms are basically like your body has stored these beliefs in your body, in your physical body. And so when we come into these gateways of, like, you know, extreme photonic light and all this, like, massive ascension upgrade gateway, then yeah, massive transformations happen in all of our fields, just, you know, just so phenomenally, and it's amazing. So I'm just going to pull a little clarifying card for the page. Oh, the shadow, yeah. All about the shadow, brothers and sisters. The shadow is basically the scared part of us that is freaking out, like going, I hate it, this is rubbish, this is crap, what did I do, why did I sign up for this? And, you know, and we've all got that, and it's because we've all incarnated into a, you know, a planet with basically in amnesia. So, anyway, so, yeah, that's what's going on with that. So the shadow is basically saying, the shadow is like, the shadow is beautiful. The shadow is really beautiful. It's the most beautiful part of you. It's like the most scared part of you. You know, love your shadow. Please love your shadow. If you don't love your shadow, then like, it's, you know, it's just not going to be fun. Life on this dimension is just not going to be fun. So like, you may as well turn towards that. And yeah, so that's what this card is about. It's about doing this deep alchemical shadow work in this amazing gateway, brothers and sisters. And this is gonna, I mean, obviously this is the first sort of cards that have come out, but this is all to do with how this process is bringing the first wave of this, or the next wave, I should say, of the physicalized twin soul unions that are definitely destined to manifest, and definitely Beltane is a very, very, very powerful gateway, and this is a gateway that is has been sort of like preordained as a trigger point and an activation point for a lot of physical unions around Beltane in the Northern Hemisphere. I'd like to take this opportunity to invite you to please come forward and add your sacred energy to the powerful 3-3 portal activation that will be taking place on the 3rd of March 2018 at 3:33 PM UK time. In this transmission, we will be working again with the elemental kingdom and queendom to assist in the full and complete anchoring of the 5th dimensional fairy tale template, which is Gaia's true and original vibration. We will also be working to empower and activate all codes within your consciousness pertaining to the Divine Trinity that you are, which is the Divine Mother, Divine Father, and Divine Child. The activation and empowerment of the sacred Trinity that you are is imperative for all those on the path of spiritual mastery, as this enables the child self to, after eons of neglect, finally be able to receive the nurturing from their true source, which is the divine parents within one's own consciousness. We will also be clearing all imprints that have been imposed upon you from the patriarchal religions pertaining to guilt and unworthiness. And we will be initiating a ceremony that addresses the aspect within our own consciousness whereby the original false beliefs took root. We will also be doing an extremely powerful healing activation to bring together the right and the left brain hemispheres in order to seal one's consciousness back into its original vibration of unity. The cost to join this transmission is £22. Please see below for full details and the link to book. Namaste, Matahari G and the White Wolf Tribe. this retreat, we will be diving deep into the mystery of silence and belonging. The retreat will include visiting many of the very powerful sacred sites in Glastonbury. We've been granted access to the Chalice Garden. We've also been granted access to the White Spring, whereby we will do a very powerful purification ceremony. The White Spring is the closest molecular structure we have to living light on the planet, and bathing in the White Spring is extremely activating and cleansing for all of your energy systems. We will be visiting Glastonbury Abbey and holding ceremonies there, and also Glastonbury Tor. We will be facilitating ceremonies to reinstate the high feminine codes back into this sacred portal. And that is exactly what is needed at this time to bring balance to the patriarchy. The reinstatement of the divine feminine codes will enable us to activate a full and complete Hieros Gamos ceremony within each of us individually who are drawn to take part in this retreat. You are invited to come forward and be part of this extremely important ceremony in the heart chakra of the world, Glastonbury Abbey. We are waiting for you. We are waiting to welcome you home to the heart chakra of Gaia in order to assist you on the next stage of your own evolutionary process. The retreat will be primarily focused around initiating a ceremony of belonging for each individual who is part of the retreat. And you will be asked individually to come forward and be held in a sacred circle, and all the other members of the group will sing your soul song back to you. All dis-ease in the body, in the mind and in the heart has been formed from the belief of separation, from the belief that I don't belong. This retreat promises to address this core issue that has affected and is affecting all of humanity, and that is the restoration of the codes of belonging within yourself, that you may transform your ancestral lineages, that you may transform your DNA patterning, so that they will be upgraded with these new earth programs and vibrations. You are being called home to the sacred Isle of Avalon. You will be so welcomed upon your arrival. Namaste.